Ghostbusters Afterlife. Should you go see it? Is it a worthy addition to the Ghostbusters legacy? And is it possible for a teenager to steal the silver screen from comedic legends? Well, get ready because I'm going to tell you. Now, this discussion is spoiler free, so I won't give anything away, even though I really want to. Welcome to the Corey Turner Show. We have been on break, but we are back to movie reviews, interviews, and talking all things entertainment. Please help us out. Please subscribe to the channel right now, and please hit that like button. Okay, I'm a kid of the 80s and the awesome movies that provided the dialogue and the soundtrack to my youth. And of course, Peter, Raymond, Winston, and the late Egon, the OG Ghostbusters were favorites of mine. So when trailers of Ghostbusters Afterlife started to drop, I was so excited. My expectations were so high. Was I disappointed? Well, no, not at all. I was not disappointed. As a matter of fact, I might have cried a little. Don't tell anybody about that. That's our little secret. Ghostbusters Afterlife is a different movie than the original. It's a little darker. It definitely has its funny moments, but I don't consider it a comedy. Now, that may sound disappointing, but actually, it was the right choice for this movie that ties together the required nostalgia of those of us that love the Ghostbusters franchise, and for a new generation that is just experiencing the supernatural roller coaster that hunting down ghosts can be, right? Speaking of a new generation, Ghostbusters Afterlife could have easily catered to just us, how do you say it? Old? Wait, no. Mature? Okay, I'm just going to go with mature viewers who would have bought tickets to see the original cast dust off their proton packs and take on Gozer one more time. But they didn't do that. They didn't take the easy road. What they did, well, it was brilliant, actually. First, they brought in Carrie, Coon, whose depiction of an emotionally scarred woman whose absentee father left her adrift in life was well played. And then they gave us Paul Rudd. And that was a genius move because Paul Rudd is a genius. As always, his deliveries are effortless, seamless, and just naturally entertaining. But what really pulled this movie into not only the right now, but set it up for future installments, is centering this movie around the younger actors who I felt carried this movie perfectly. You had Finn Wolfhard, who, of course, was Mike Wheeler in Stranger Things. Newcomer Logan Kim, who doesn't have a lengthy resume at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that's probably about to change. You had Celeste OConner, who was in Freaky and Wetlands, and they are great choices by this casting team. But you can't talk about Ghostbusters Afterlife without talking about McKenna Grace. I first noticed McKenna when she played the role of Rose in Fuller House, and I have to admit, she had me so frustrated when she ruined Max's festive 4th of July vest. My frustration with her character is just a sign of how good her acting is. In Ghostbusters Afterlife, Finn and McKenna play the grandkids of the ghost-busting legend, the late Egon Spengler. It's Phoebe, played by McKenna, who is the smart teenage scientist who's obviously the direct descendant of Egon. She's basically Egon. It's her genius intellect and her inquisitive nature that helps put together the supernatural puzzle presented to the characters and, of course, to us as the audience. Now, Podcast, played by Logan Kim, is the character magnet that pulls out McKenna's character, her introverted nature, and really helps her during this journey. This could have been an annoying character, but the writers did a great job of making Podcast fun and entertaining, and like I said, made McKenna not be an introvert. Now, McKenna Grace is a star. It's the subtle power of her performance in this movie that lets you know she's going to be entertaining us for many years to come. There's a scene where she has to deliver these one-liner jokes that could have easily come off cheesy, but even during what could have been an eye-rolling moment, she held true to her character. She had spent the entire film giving a powerful restraint to Phoebe, to giving us insight into her personality and building a depth that sucked us in as the audience. It isn't a flashy, over-the-top, hey, look at me character, but instead one that relies on the subtle performance that is so hard to master, especially at such a young age. I can already see some dramatic roles coming McKenna's way, and I can't wait to see them. You also need to hang around during the credits because you just might hear her new single, Haunted House, playing, so be sure to do that. And of course, you can't talk about Ghostbusters without talking about the legends, the comedic heroes of this franchise. Who started it all? Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Ernie, Hudson, and the late Harold Ramis. Were they a little older this time? Yes, but I have to give them the biggest thank you I can muster from the bottom of my heart, because for a few magical moments, I was whisked back to 1984 when I was a teenager sitting in a movie theater, too captivated by their storytelling to eat my popcorn or even realize I wasn't cool enough to have a date. They took me back to when we were all young, them included, and we were living our best lives. And there was a moment that we got to share with them that had me fighting back tears, a moment I won't soon forget. Add Annie Potts and Sigourney Weaver, the directing artistry of Jason Reitman, and Ghostbusters Afterlife is entertaining 2 hours of old and new woven together in experiences that I can't wait to go see again. Now, earlier I asked the question, can a teenager steal the spotlight, the silver screen from the acting legends in this movie? And of course, I'm talking about McKenna Grace. Well, can she? Actually, she did something even better. She shared it with them with poise and talent and acting maturity beyond her years. That is a compliment to her and to the legends who have passed the baton on to the next generation of Ghostbusters. So should you go see Ghostbusters Afterlife? Yes. Why are you still watching this? Go see this movie. And more than likely, you're going to see me there because I am headed back. Can't wait to see it again. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell us about your friends. Or tell us to your friends. And let's keep talking about movies.